Hey guys, here it is, a little video. I think I'm going to be using this format from now on whenever I want to expand a little bit on a topic when I'm limited by a picture or a caption. Without further ado, let's dive right in. I want to make this video about a topic that everybody can relate to. I'm talking about our interactions. The way we behave with one another translates actually our personal core values. I mean, we could be calm, we could be caring, we could be understanding in the way that we approach someone. And generally, our core values come at the expense of one another. And today, I want to focus on two of them: agreeableness and authenticity. Agreeableness is a value that we'll identify with when we have a tendency to be people pleasers. We try and satisfy the other, we try to match their expectations, and we become in the process the person that the other wants us to be. Meaning that there might be something we want to draw out of the relationship. And so we're like, okay, I'm going to compromise who I am in order to get what I want from the relationship. But here it is. Sometimes the thing that we're looking for could be merely the other's appreciation. And I mean, I get it. It feels nice to be liked and appreciated by someone else. But think about it for a second. How many times did you compromise the truth because you didn't want to offend someone? Because you didn't want to be judged, or because you didn't want to disappoint someone? How many times you didn't tell the truth because you wanted to avoid a complicated conversation that you were not necessarily ready for? How many times did you go along with some plans that you didn't want to carry out, or agree with an idea that you didn't necessarily agree with, just because you wanted to feel like you belonged with someone? Basically, in that context, two emotions can be symptomatic of our agreeableness. We could be scared of getting out of the comfort zone that we've built our relationship around. Like, we've got used to a certain way to interact with someone and we don't want to get out of there, and we just feel comfortable in there. The other one being unworthiness. But hear me out. We define sometimes our self-worth outwardly through the other's appreciation, through the other's validation. And so what we're looking for in our interactions is a sense of self-worth that we don't have within ourselves. On the other hand, authenticity can be a vector of peace in our relationships. It doesn't mean that you're going to keep like an idea in the back of your mind that you're going to refrain from saying or anything. It just means that you're going to exercise your freedom of being yourself. And what's going to happen? You're going to keep around you the people who are going to accept you as you are. But don't get me wrong. I'm not saying that authenticity is the opposite of agreeableness. Being authentic doesn't necessarily entitle you to be, resentful, vengeful, spiteful, and just lash out at the people around you. That would probably mean that you have a little bit of self-work to be done. But disagreeing with someone while being authentic doesn't mean we get to be unpleasant. You can disagree with an idea without lashing out at someone. I know I used to be a people pleaser at some point, and at my own expense actually, because eventually I wouldn't be able to set some appropriate boundaries with some people. I wouldn't be able to say no, or I would make myself too available at the expense of my own integrity. But our behaviors are merely a representation of how we've been brought up. If we've been taught to be nice, to be gentle, to be polite, then over time we ought to learn that we can't necessarily satisfy everyone. So I'll close this video and I'm going to leave you with one question. Would you rather be the person that the others expect you to be and want you to be? Maybe because there is a certain form of codependency between you two or whatever it is. Or would you rather be true to yourself? Be your authentic self with the others, which eventually over time will enable you to surround yourself with people who are going to accept you and eventually be at peace in your relationships?